Good evening, I'm Apolinario, Freddy Dignadisi Valencia, and this is Philippine Headlines. In the zone, Philippine Red Cross responds to vehicular accident involving two buses in Tuba, Benguet. The Philippine Red Cross immediately responded to a vehicular accident involving two Victory Liner buses with an estimated 87 passengers in Taloy Sur, Tuba, Benguet on Saturday. Injured passengers have been transported to various hospitals. 52 patients were brought to Baguio General Hospital, while 15 patients were admitted at La Union Medical Center in Agoo. The Philippine Red Cross dispatched two ambulances as part of the overall emergency response. Responders transported two patients to Baguio General Hospital. The Philippine Red Cross also has welfare teams deployed in the hospitals mentioned to assist affected passengers and their families, help verify patient information, and coordinate immediate welfare needs on site. The Philippine Red Cross continues to monitor the situation, coordinate with authorities and hospitals, and validate the status of affected passengers. In Visayas, man electrofishing in a river in the municipality of Binalbagan, attacked by seizure, drones, and dies. A man died after drowning in a river in Sitio Golingan in Barangay Biao in the municipality of Binalbagan on the evening, May 31. The victim was identified as Mark, 51 years old, and a resident of the said area. According to the investigation conducted by the Binalbagan police, the victim went to the river to catch fish using an electric device. A resident later saw the victim's body floating motionless in the water. The authorities immediately responded to the scene and rushed to the victim at the hospital, but he was declared dead on arrival by the attending physician. Police investigation, supported by statement from witnesses, revealed that the victim had a history of seizures. The authorities believe that he may have suffered a seizure attack while in the river, causing him to drown and ultimately resulting in his death. In Mindanao, climber on Mount Apo falls from rock ledge. A 37-year-old woman was injured after falling from a large rock she was standing on while climbing at Mount Apo on Saturday morning. According to a report from the Vigo City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office, the victim reportedly lost her balance when a strong gust of wind struck her suddenly while she was standing on top of a rock. The climber fell an estimated 30 meters down into the area known as the White Sand area. The authorities said she has taken the Digos Trail route while ascending Mount Apo. The victim is now safe and has been rescued. In other news, Ghana's anti-LGBTQ law triggers both praise and outrage. The Ghanaian's parliament approval this week of a sweeping anti-LGBTQ bill has drawn praise from some religious and conservative groups, but sparked outrage about the right advocates. MPs approved the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill 2025 on Friday, and it is now being submitted of signing by President John Dramani Mahama. Opponents say it could significantly reshape Ghana's human rights landscape. The draconian law revived a version that Parliament passed in 2024, but which lapses because it failed to obtain a presidential signature before the parliamentary term ended. The law imposes a penalty of up to 3 years jail for people who engage in the homosexual relations and between 3 and 5 years for the promotions, sponsorship, or international support of LGBTQ activities. Religious and conservative voices quickly welcomed the development, but rights advocates warned that the law could have far-reaching consequences beyond the intended targets. Human rights lawyer Gloria Boadu said the legislation threatened core democratic freedoms. And our business update, annual ultra-wealth tax proposed. Mamamayang Liberal Representative Leila de Lima, Senator Leila de Lima rather, has proposed the imposition of an annual ultra-wealth tax on individuals with net assets exceeding 1 billion pesos. Under House Bill number 9274, a tax rate of 1% is proposed for individuals with net taxable access to worth more than 1 billion pesos, or 2% for those with wealth exceeding 2 billion pesos, and 3% those with assets exceeding 3 billion pesos. The measure proposes that the revenues collected from the tax be allocated to healthcare services, livelihood programs, education, housing, and support for local government units. And Palarong Pambansa 2026 concludes successfully. The ultimate dream realized. During the closing ceremonies of the 2026 Palarong Pambansa, the Education Secretary praised the organizers for setting a higher benchmark for the Games, citing its world-class facilities and athlete-centered experience for more than 16,000 delegates. The National Capital Region was crowned overall champion in the regular games, securing its 9th consecutive title, finishing second place, while the other placed third. The Para Games were recognized as the top-performing region. The Palarong Pambansa banner was also formally handed over, with the Philippines set to host the next edition of the Games in the next year, 2027. In Luzon, the death toll in Angeles City building collapse rises to 18. The death toll from the building collapse in Barangay Balibago in the city of Angeles, the province of Pampanga, has climbed to 18 after responders recovered additional victims earlier this morning. According to the Unified Command, the 18th victim was successfully extricated from beneath the debris of the collapsed structure this morning after several hours of meticulous rescue operations. Based on reports from authorities, rescue teams had earlier identified the victim's possible location. Responders immediately conducted careful debris removal and access operations to create a safe passage toward the suspected location of the victim beneath the thick rubble. The personnel utilized various equipment, including heavy machinery, to expedite the search while minimizing additional risk to those involved in the operation. After several hours of the careful excavation and debris removal, the victims' remains were finally recovered, adding to the number of fatalities in the incident. Meanwhile, search, rescue, and retrieval operations continue at the site as responders thoroughly inspect sections of the collapsed building or other possible trapped individuals. Authorities are also continuing their investigation to determine the cause of the structural collapse and prevent similar incidents in the future. In Visayas, the dead dolphin was found in Catmon. A dead dolphin was found along the shoreline in Barangay San Jose in the municipality of Catmon, the province of Cebu, on the morning of June 1. The reports indicated that the fishing net was found tangled around the dolphin's tail, which is believed to have possibly contributed to its death. The marine animals such as dolphins can suffer fatal injuries or drowning when entangled in fishing gear. Authorities have not yet released additional details regarding the incident. In Mindanao, the parking area roof at SKSU Access Campus damaged due to heavy rain and strong winds. The roof structure located in the parking area of the SKSU or Sultan Kudarat State University Access Campus in Barrio Dos in the city of Tacurong, the province of Sultan Kudarat, was reportedly damaged due to heavy rainfall and strong winds experienced in the area. In photos shared by Adrian Pro, portions of the parking area can be seen destroyed after being battered by powerful winds accompanied by continuous rain. The several parked vehicles also sustained damage from falling debris and parts of the structure. Campus personnel immediately responded to ensure the safety of students and staff and conducted an assessment of the extent of the damage. The school administration is currently continuing its investigation and evaluation to determine the total cost of the damage and the necessary rehabilitation measures for the affected area. In the other news, Brigada Escuela kicks off. Bayanihan spirit for the new school year begins. The DepEd or the Department of Education Secretary led the National Brigada Escuela 2026 kicks off today. This year program highlights the collaboration between the Department of Education or DepEd and the Department of Labor and Employment or DOLE through the TUPAD program. Under the initiative, DOLE has allocated funding for a cash for work program that will help prepare schools for the opening classes. The kicks-off also coincided with the Yakap and Kalinga Caravan conducted in partnership with to help ensure the health and well-being of teachers, students, and their families. Various government agencies, private sector groups, and partner organizations also took part in the event, providing support and implementing programs that will benefit schools across the country. And our business update, bargain hunting lifts Philippine Stock Exchange Incorporated peso weekends versus US dollar. The bargain hunting lifted the Philippine Stock Exchange Index on Monday following the heavy sell-off at the end of the last week, while the Philippine peso weakened against the US dollar. The local bourse's benchmark index rose of 0.53% to 5,799.32 points, while the border all shares index gained 0.14% to 3,285.56 points. Three of the six sectoral indices ended higher, led by services up to 2.47%, followed by the financials up 0.6% and industrial up to 0.9%. Meanwhile, mining and oil posted the biggest decline at 0.97%, followed by holding firms at 0.80% and property at 0.20%. Trading volume remained thin at 564.26 million shares, valued at 8.5 billion pesos. Advancers outnumbered decliners 102 to 93, while 61 issues were unchanged. Luis Limbingan, head of sales at Regina Capital Development Corporation, attributed the market's gains to investors, the bargain hunting mode. However, gains were capped in the afternoon session as participants remained cautious, positioning staying defensive, with many maintaining short exposures ahead of the upcoming inflation data. The Philippine Statistics Authority is scheduled to release the May 2026 inflation report on June 5. Meanwhile, the local currency depreciated to 61.74 against the US dollar from 61.59 at the close of trading last Friday. The peso opened Monday's session as 61.65, weaker than its previous opening level of 61.42. It traded within a range of 61.65 to 61.75, bringing the day's average exchange rate to 61.72. Volume in the foreign exchange market declines to $998.9 million from $1.71 billion in the previous session. In Luzon, the cow killed by unidentified people in Isabela North. The owner of a cow living in Santa Isabel Norte, the city of Ilagan, the province of Isabela, identified as Dexter Valdez, is now in shock after seeing his pet dead and dismembered. In a video uploaded to social media, the cow's dismembered body can be seen. The uploader calls for the perpetrator to feel guilty and surrender to the authorities. According to the person who shared the incident, the location is in the city of Ilagan near in Barangay Pilipan, the municipality of Tumawini, the province of Isabela. The Ilagan City Police Station insists that this is part of the town of Tumawini, and however, according to Tumawini Municipal Police Station, they found out that it is still under the jurisdiction of the aforementioned city. The perpetrator is the said massacre is still unknown. In Visayas, one dead, three injured in solo vehicle crash in Popotan. One passenger dead after a Mitsubishi Expander crashed into a concrete post in Barangay Kahigichikan in the municipality of Pototan, the province of Iloilo, at around 9:50 a.m. on Monday. The fatality was identified as Jamina Trinidad, 82 years old, while three others were injured: Ian Valdevia, 28 years old, the driver; Carmela Valdevia, 52 years old, and Erica Valdevia. All are residents of Sitio Langahag in Tugas, Makato in Aklan. According to the investigation conducted by the Pototan Municipal Police Station, the family was traveling from Aklan Province and en route to Iloilo City. Upon reaching Barangay Kahigichikan, Pototan, the driver reportedly lost control of the steering wheel, causing the vehicle to veer off the road and crash into the concrete post along the roadside. The victims were immediately rushed to the hospital, but Trinidad was declared dead on arrival despite the medical efforts. In Mindanao, the rider crashes after hitting a dog in Tagum City. A motorcycle rider was injured after losing control of his bike and crashing when a dog suddenly crossed Suway Baguio Street in the city of Tagum, the province of Davao del Norte. In a video shared by Adam Young, the rider can be seen unable to avoid the animal as it suddenly darts onto the road, causing him to fall and be thrown onto the pavement. Despite the incident, the rider was able to get up shortly after the crash. The video also showed the dog quickly running away from the scene and was not seen again afterward. No further details have yet been released regarding the rider's condition following the accident. In the other news, former Taguig Mayor and ABS-CBN teleserye director Lino Cayetano is now a new PTV4 general manager. The film and television director and former Taguig City Mayor Lino Cayetano has been appointed general manager of state-run People's Television Network or PTV Channel 4, the Malacanang announced Wednesday. Presidential Communications Office or PCO Acting Secretary Gabe Gomez cited Cayetano's rare wealth of experience from the media, the private and the public sector, which he said would help take PTV Channel 4 to greater heights and amid the ever-evolving multimedia landscape. Sir Cayetano, owner of the Rain Entertainment, served as mayor of Taguig from 2019 to 2022 and Taguig City's 2nd District Representative from 2013 to 2016. He is the brother of Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano. PTV Channel 4 is currently headed in an acting capacity by Malo Chowa Fagar, who has served as acting general manager since August 2025. Gomez thanked Fagar for leading the state-run television network. And he said, "I would also like to extend my profound gratitude to General Manager Fagar for her service to the station and the nation." Founded in 1974, PTV Channel 4 is the state-operated television network of the government under the supervision of the PCO. And our business updates, Security Bank and AC Health to strengthen healthcare distribution network. The Security Bank partnered with AC Health subsidiaries, i.e. Medica and MedEthics, to provide financing support to their nationwide network of dealers and distributors through its dealer financing program. In a statement on Wednesday, Security Bank said the program gives accredited partners access to short-term revolving credit lines and inventory financing. This will help them manage working capital, increase purchasing capacity, and improve liquidity. The Security Bank said the partnership aims to contribute to a more resilient and efficient supply chain. In Luzon, the infant among victims of collapsed building in the province of Pampanga. The responders successfully recovered the remains of an infant from Quadrant 2 of the collapsed structure in Barangay Balibago in the city of Angeles, the province of Pampanga. The infant is the 21st victim recovered by authorities during the search and retrieval operations that have been ongoing at the site for more than a week. In Visayas, the pregnant woman gives birth on a bus. Kristen Agduma tells us more.
Capital Piso Health Consultant Dr. Nikki Catalan commended the nursing team of 1B Dosado Memorial Hospital in the municipality of Sogod, province of Cebu for the swift response and professionalism in assisting a woman who unexpectedly went into labor while traveling on a bus yesterday. Dr. Catalan said the nurses immediately responded after receiving a call for assistance, enabling them to safely deliver the baby, provide essential care to both the mother and newborn, and transport them to the hospital for further monitoring. The nurses recognized for their efforts were Marjorie Jo A. Casinillo, John Paulo D. De Dios, and Lord Dominic De Dios. According to Dr. Catalan, the incident highlights the dedication of healthcare workers to serve beyond the walls of the hospital, emphasizing that frontline medical personnel remain ready to respond to emergencies at any time and any place. For the Philippine Headlines, Kristen Gil Lagduma, Salakot, Online Broadcasting Network.
In Mindanao, the piles of garbage noticed across the city of Davao. The large piles of garbage were observed in several areas of Davao City on June 3. Along San Rafael Street in Barangay 9A, the garbage had accumulated along the roadside, causing inconvenience to the passers-by due to the strong coal odor. This situation followed the suspension of operations at the city sanitary landfill after the trash slide incident that occurred on May 20 this year. As a result, regular garbage collection in some parts of the city has been affected. As of now, officials from the City Environment Office have yet to issue an official statement regarding the delay in the garbage collection and when cleanup operations in the affected areas will begin. In other news, dog goes viral for guarding low-hanging mangoes. Would you still pick mangoes if a dog were roaming around the tree? A dog has gone viral on social media after being seen standing seriously beneath a mango tree, seemingly guarding the fruits that were hanging low and almost within reach. The dog even appeared to be warning people to stay away as it remained close to the tree like a watchful guard. After all, those slightly unripe mangoes look very tempting to pick. The video has already garnered more than 300,000 views. And our business update, AirAsia Philippines faces major shutdown if 270 million pesos debt not paid in 3 days. AirAsia Philippines, the domestic carrier backed by Malaysian tycoon Tony Fernandez, has 3 days to avoid the potential shutdown of its operations after missing a May 29 payment deadline, prompting the aviation regulator to issue the cease and desist order against the carrier. The June 2 order, addressed to Anna Lu, the airline's president, would bar the budget airline from operating at airports controlled and administered by the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines or CAAP if its remaining obligations remain unpaid. The June 2 order said AirAsia still owed 271 million pesos and 94 centavos as of May 20, despite months of payments that sharply reduced their liability from the 833.7 million pesos cited the CAAP's final demand letter. AirAsia Philippines debts covered unpaid air navigation charges, landing and parking fees, passenger service charges, and other airport-related assessment. The airline had earlier signaled its intention to pay the remaining balance within the week. In Luzon, 15 injured in road accident in the province of Aurora. 15 individuals were injured after the ELF truck they were riding met with an accident in the municipality of Maria Aurora, the province of Aurora. According to reports, the driver allegedly lost control of the vehicle, causing it to overturn and skid along the road. Personnel from the Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office, or MDRMO, immediately responded to the incident and transported the injured victims to a hospital before they could continue their journey back to the province of Tarlac. In Visayas, the office in the city of Tacloban was burglarized. Personal belongings were stolen. The CCTV footage captured a male suspect entering an office in Barangay 41 in the city of Tacloban, the province of Leyte, on Wednesday. According to reports, the thief managed to take several personal belongings, including IDs, two mobile phones, a wristwatch, and cash. The suspect's face was clearly visible in the footage, and he was seen wearing a jacket. As of this writing, the suspect has not yet been identified, and authorities are continuing their search and investigation. In Mindanao, 131,000 pesos worth of property damage estimated after house fire in Barangay Upper Puerto in the city of Cagayan de Oro. The worth of property damage estimated after house fire in Upper Puerto in the city of Cagayan de Oro, an estimated 131,000 pesos worth of property damage was recorded after a house was engulfed by fire in Purok 7 in Barangay Upper Puerto in the city of Cagayan de Oro, the province of Misamis Oriental yesterday. The homeowner was identified as Karina Kaligid. According to the ground commander of the Puerto Fire Station, they received the emergency call at around 2:55 p.m. and arrived at the scene at approximately 3:02 p.m. The BFP, or the Bureau of Fire Protection, reported that no injuries or fatalities were recorded in the incident. The authorities are still investigating to determine the cause of the fire. In the other news, free haircuts, free shoes, and porridge provided to students by Barangay 8A. The Barangay 8A continued its free haircut and shoes distribution program today as part of its support for students preparing to return to school in the city of Davao. According to Barangay 8A Captain James Abadilla, the activity will continue until 12 noon and it's being implemented on the first-come, first-served basis. The village chief said that 67 students benefited from the program the previous day, while more than 10 children from outside the barangay were also able to avail of the service. Aside from providing free haircuts and shoes, the barangay also served free porridge to the children and parents who participated in the activity. According to Captain Abadilla, said the program is conducted at the start of every school year to help parents reduce the expenses of preparing their children for school. He added that the initiative is one way of supporting families, especially at a time when the cost of basic needs, including haircuts and other school supplies, continues to rise. In our business update, how Jollibee keeps food safety at the heart of global growth. Jollibee Group is strengthening its food safety and quality systems as it expands globally, positioning operational discipline as a key driver of consumer trust, brand protection, and long-term growth. Ahead of World Food Safety Day on June 7, the company said all brands and markets are guided by a single, globally governed food safety and quality framework designed to maintain consistent standards across its network of more than 10,000 stores and cafes worldwide. The framework forms part of the company's broader strategy to ensure expansion does not come at the expense of product integrity, customer confidence, or franchise value. The company embed food safety controls throughout its value chain, from suppliers and product development to restaurant operations and employee training. According to a company release, these measures are designed to ensure consistent execution across markets while minimizing operational risk as the business scales globally. And that is Philippine Headlines this Friday, June 5, 2026. I'm Apolinario, 30 Dignadi si Valencia, and this is Salakot Online Broadcasting Network. Good night, Philippines. Amping kasadya.